What's going on, everybody? This is your WOF Outlook and Discussion for Saturday, March 25th, 2023. And before we get into today's video, I hope everyone is doing well, remaining positive, and always staying blessed. All right, you guys, we're going to start off taking a look quickly at the surface map here. As you can see, those violent storms that moved through north central Mississippi last night that caused catastrophic tornado damage here is now moving east, just passing the Atlanta area. So now these storms are just to the east of Atlanta, still moving through central and southern Georgia, you guys, approaching southern Georgia, as these storms are starting to leave out of eastern Alabama, you guys, and extending even into parts of the Florida panhandle. But as you can see, the cold front is still out back here near Jackson, extending down towards central Louisiana and into southeast Texas, you guys. So what that's going to do, we're going to take all this off, you guys, real quick, and go to our convective outlook. Let's take all my stuff off, you guys, real quick. We're going to pause that. Take these temperatures off, and here we go. Convective outlook day one. Let's get the lightning off, you guys. All right. Today, you guys, we have a marginal risk, low threat for severe weather from extreme southeast Louisiana north of Lake Pontchartrain, extending across southern Mississippi, including my friends in Ocean Springs, and even points further east across Alabama, Georgia, and the Carolinas and the Florida Panhandle. As we check the probabilities here, you can see tornadoes a 2% chance here, which we don't need any more tornadoes after last night's event. We need to recover. But as you can see, we do have a 2% tornado risk here across southern Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia here, and parts of the Florida Panhandle. We move on to hail probability. You can see from the North Shore of Lake Pontchartrain across southeast Louisiana, extending on east into Georgia, 5% hail threat. Wind probability, also a 5% across much of the northeastern Gulf Coast and parts of the southeastern United States, you guys. So yes, we're going to have a marginal risk here for some isolated severe storms with this frontal boundary in the area and this disturbance moving through. All right, you guys, that's going to segue us into convective outlook day two. And as you can see here, you guys, we have another threat of severe weather. Mother Nature is just not letting up, you guys. But as you can see, we have a slight risk of severe weather from extreme East Texas extending across Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, into parts of extreme Southwest South Carolina. And cities that's included within this long swath of a slight risk is Alexandria, Louisiana, Brookhaven, Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, Meridian, Jackson, Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama, extending into Macon, Georgia. All these areas are in the slight risk for some severe weather on Sunday, and all hazards from hail, damaging winds, and unfortunately, a couple of tornadoes will be possible. We do have a marginal risk that does include the Birmingham, Atlanta, and Columbia area, you guys. And respectively, that's Alabama, Georgia, and South Carolina. And as you can see, we'll have a general thunderstorm threat here along the immediate Gulf Coast, which does include the Houston area, the New Orleans area, Pensacola, and Ocean Springs. As we check the probability, you guys, for Sunday, you can see there is a 5% risk for tornadoes here across southern Mississippi, Alabama, and parts of central southern Georgia here with a 2% encompassing the outer edge of that from East Texas, extending all the way into parts of North Carolina. And you guys, the hail threat, you guys, there will be a 15% hail threat. So there is a good chance we will see some hail within this disturbance that comes moving across the region tomorrow on Sunday, and the 5% hail threat does extend all the way to basically parts of extreme southern North Carolina also. And as well as the wind threat from extreme East Texas on into South Carolina, we do have that wind threat. So, you guys, we do have to be on the lookout again for more severe weather. Now, as we take a look at the HRRR to see when these storms might start to get rolling. So I'm starting tonight. All right, you guys, let's first go to convective outlook day one. All right. I'm starting tonight at about 10 o'clock, you guys, because really not much besides this morning's activity. Then we might have a few afternoon activities, but really starting tonight and into tomorrow is when we should expect to see some more of this severe weather start to pop up. But as you can see around starting to get into the evening overnight hours, you can see we may even have some cells already starting to pop up across the North Shore and parts of southern Mississippi here near the Macomb, Hattiesburg area. This could be as early as 10 o'clock. That could be a very nice cell producing some large hail and damaging winds there. So we'll have to be on the lookout as early as tonight. As we move this on out to about 4 a.m. on Saturday morning, not Saturday, excuse me, you guys, Sunday morning, you can see, look at the cells and thunderstorms starting to pop up across central and southern Alabama, the Birmingham, Montgomery area. And you can see the showers starting to we're trying to get some kind of echoes here across southern Mississippi and even the parts of Louisiana here. As we move into about 7 a.m., you guys, and that's when we start to move into the next convective outlook once we get to about 7 a.m., convective outlook day 2. And as you can see, we're going to clearly have a swap, some heavy showers and thunderstorms here, possibly across central southern Georgia, the Atlanta area, central southern Alabama, Montgomery, extending even into parts of southern Mississippi and the north shore of Louisiana. Thunderstorms could be ongoing as early as 7 a.m. And as we go out to about mid morning to the afternoon, you guys, you can see here we go along from South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, extending all the way into southern Mississippi, Louisiana, and even into parts of Texas here. The Houston area may start to see some showers and thunderstorms developing here. This will be about 10 a.m. Sunday morning. As we get into the noon hour, you guys, let's take a look at this. And as you can see, that line is really starting to get going, developing here within the slight risk area from East Texas on extending into parts of South Carolina. I'm sure this will be some very heavy rain as well embedded within this, you guys. So please be on the lookout for some flash flooding. I expect some showers and thunderstorms here across our area, the New Orleans area, but it looks like the greatest threat for the increase of severe weather will be to our north. And as we get into Sunday afternoon, you can see that line of storms with that disturbance is really ongoing here across central Louisiana, southern central Mississippi, southern Alabama here, and Georgia. So it's going to be possibly rocking here again. As I said, all hazards will be possible. So we will be on the lookout again. Remember, you guys, please be sure to share, like, and subscribe this content so we can get this out to the people on YouTube, you guys, as well. Remember, you can visit the Storm Prediction Center's website to stay up to date on the latest updates, or you can always come back here on at your weather on the fly as I constantly have the updates coming as the Storm Prediction Center releases them. So you guys be safe, be careful, and I will talk to you all in the next one.